and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Baldur class of 2020. I see a vehicle rolling in. Can you please stand for O Canada and remain standing for the processional of the grads to follow? Kennedy Everett.
8 years old, couple cane poles, sitting down by the creek. Lines in the water, watching those bombers, seeing that red sun sink. Mama's on the porch yelling, supper's hot. Y'all come and get it. We yell fire.
Peyton Johnson. James Smith. Sheldon Van Dam. Megan Vermeesh. Sam Weave. Thank you. You can be seated. Well, 2020 has definitely presented its challenges, but we have found a way to be together and celebrate these kids. Unfortunately, our principal, Lori Glenn Martindale, could not be with us today, but she did send greetings, which I will share with you now. Very windy, so I've got things clipped here so they don't blow away. Graduates, teachers, parents, and distinguished guests. Each year I am given the privilege of addressing the graduates who are gathered here to be honored this afternoon. Unfortunately, this year I cannot be with you today. Another unexpected twist was sent my way, and so I'm having surgery the day before grad. Why the hell not? It's 2020. Nothing has gone as planned. On a positive note, I can't help but think how lucky we are to be here celebrating together. The sun is shining, and the graduates are surrounded by important family, friends, and teachers. There was a time when I didn't think we would be able to have any sort of graduation. In fact, there was a time I thought I would never see your faces in person if the pandemic in Manitoba didn't improve. These last 3 months have made me realize that valuing people and being with one another is truly important. The school is nothing without students and staff. I missed you all. And so needless to say, it is so good to be together today. Graduating is a big accomplishment under any circumstances, but adding to that a global pandemic, and as much as I am sure you love your parents, I bet being stuck at home 24/7, doing extra chores around the house, playing board games, watching Tiger King, and ending school with remote learning was not how you envisioned your final months of grade 12. Class of 2020, you are marking a milestone. I know you may not feel like it, but you are indeed the chosen class. Your class is special. You are going through something none of us had to go through as students. The class of 2020 will be known, whether you like it or not, as the pandemic class. I consider your class similar to a graduating class that would have graduated during the World Wars. Why? They were in school in a time of so much uncertainty, and they also had to head into the future with new norms, so much unknown and unpredictability. Graduation marks your passage into adulthood. It's the time when you begin to take charge of your own life and make decisions as to what is important to you. What career do you want to pursue? Do you want to have a family? What values are you going to live by? But on top of these normal questions, how will you navigate through these historic times? The new norm will be different, and the future ahead of you is somewhat daunting given the state of the world right now. I am confident you have the tools to succeed and to adapt to change. I know that you are the ones that are going to shape the world. You're going to make the big unknown world a better place. We are going to come out of this stronger, and you are going to be part of making the world a safe, understanding, and better place to live again. What I want you to take from all of this, is something that has been passed along to me from my grandmother, from her mother, who would have lived through both world wars. She said, "These things were sent to try us, and they too shall pass." This means that yes, these are challenging times, but we will get through them, and they are a test of our stamina and strength. It can't last long, but it's how you deal and adapt to adversities that comes your way. The second thing that I have learned that I want you to take with you is that despite the many changes and cancellations we have seen, you can't cancel love, you can't cancel kindness, and you can't cancel laughter. These are truly the things that matter in life. Finally, I want you to know that the 6 of you are very special because you were in the last grade 7 and 8 class I taught. Kennedy, I will remember you as the quiet, sensitive, and gentle-mannered girl in the classroom. Maybe there is a wild side yet to come out. We have seen you grow and mature throughout high school. You have become a wonderful young lady. Thank you for being so patient while working in the K2 classroom. They really enjoyed having you as part of their day, and I have no doubt that your future classes will enjoy you as their teacher just as much. Peyton, you are Baldur School's running track star, and you are going to be named the next superhero if you don't slow down. I'll always remember you struggling with the most minor of decisions, like what color should I color this flower? Oh, we would laugh and giggle in realization of how truly silly it was, but I am glad that you cared so much about your work. Please never get rid of your smile and infectious laugh, characteristics that make you you. Thank you for your contributions to our school. You did a remarkable job. Jade, one thing about Jade is that she probably celebrates Christmas all year long. She loves it so much. There isn't one white space left to decorate when Jade gets her hands on Christmas decorations. She is also the organizer of the gang. Thank you for your contributions to the student council and for being a good leader. You make the best trivia games. Are you sure you shouldn't be a game show host? You certainly have had a taste of what teaching is like during the suspension of classes with running your mom's little homeschool. Do you still want to be a teacher? I think you will be wonderful. Megan, your delicious gourmet lunches. Everyone would drool over Megan's lunches because they resembled the food made by famous chefs like Gordon Ramsay. I bet you will miss those lunches, Megan. I also think of you as the school basketball star. Watch out, WNBA, here comes Megan. And finally, you are the one that can't hide your feelings because they are written all over your face. I remember in grade 7 you said, "Miss GM, you should be the principal." And I said, "Oh, I don't know about that. I'm too nice." The look in your eyes did not seem to agree. Sheldon, you are a kind and personable friend that everyone wishes they always had. Our Shelly Bear. Sheldon had an unforgettable experience taking part in the Bioinnovations program this year. He met many people from countries all over the world. Maybe some he wished he did not have to say goodbye to. In all seriousness though, Sheldon, you have many wonderful characteristics that I wish all students had. Sam, you are a quiet and gentle person that has grown so much throughout high school. You have come a long way, and for that we are very proud of you. Sam is also an awesome javelin thrower. Thanks for your help this year with early years phys ed as well. But what you will forever be remembered for is your hair. Most people would do anything to have those golden locks. In conclusion, class of 2020, I truly believe you are ready for whatever path you have chosen. Be positive and take charge of the world together with others. Congratulations, class of 2020. Keep making us proud. Okay. Thank you, Ms. GM. Next in our program is the presentation of diplomas. I would ask Mrs. Sue Johnston to come up and help me. Where's that other microphone? Over easy. Okay, I should turn this on.
Kennedy Marie Everett. Peyton Winter Johnson. Jade Elizabeth May Smith. Sheldon James Van Dam. Megan Ann Margaret Vermeesh. Samuel Jordan Weeb.
Well, I guess that makes it official. You are all graduates. Congratulations. But we aren't done celebrating your accomplishments. Next is the presentation of awards. I would like to call up Ms. Madison Hutchison to present the first few awards.
Wonderful. This year the first award is Baldur School Grade 12 Award of Merit. It's presented to the grade 12 student who has a strong work ethic and demonstrates a positive, responsible attitude towards learning and the learning environment. This award this year is presented to Peyton Johnson. The second award is the Baldur School Grade 12 Highest Academic Standing Award. This is presented to the grade 12 student with the highest overall average in the 2019-2020 school year. This year, this award is presented to Jade Smith. Our next award is the Baldur High School Female Athlete of the Year. This is presented to the student who has participated in a minimum of 2 high school sports representing her school in the 2019-2020 school year. The criteria for this award also includes the athlete's overall character. This year we have 2 recipients of this award. The first recipient is Megan Vermeesh. The second recipient is Peyton Johnson. The next award is the Baldur Gazette News Award. It's presented to the graduating student with the highest standing in the social sciences, which is your geography, history, and law. This award is presented to Jade Smith. The next award is the Baldur Legion Graduate Award. It's presented to a graduating student who best exemplifies a high level of community spirit and has been a positive contributing force in Baldur School and other aspects of his or her life. This award is presented to Kennedy Everett. The Barb Bolak Award is presented to the graduating student with the highest standing mark in Accounting 40 or Essential Math 40. This award is presented to Jade Smith.
As I see her coming, next I'd like to call up Mrs. Sue Johnston to present the next batch of awards.
Congratulations, graduates. I'm very proud of you. I know you're going to miss English class so much. But now I know how to Google Meet, so I can always touch base with you now and again. Seriously, if you ever need any help, you know where I am. Okay, the Fowler Scholarship, pardon me, trouble speaking, is presented to a graduating student having a high academic standing in his or her grade 12 studies and who has made a contribution to Baldur School and is continuing his or her post-secondary education. And I am pleased to award this to Jade Smith. My mistake, sorry. Okay, the Prairie Spirit School Division Graduate Merit Award is presented to the student who, through his or her school years, has demonstrated consistent effort in scholastic achievement and has exhibited qualities of leadership by example and service to others. And I am pleased to award this to Jade Smith. Teachers Association Scholarship is presented to the student who has the intent of entering the field of education at a post-secondary institution. And I am pleased to award this to two deserving recipients, Kennedy Everett and Jade Smith. Kennedy. The Royal Bank of Canada Graduate Bursary is presented to a graduating student who has contributed to the culture of Baldur School by being personable and displaying positive characteristics that others can look up to within the school. And I am pleased to present this to Sheldon Van Dam. Edith and Sue Richmond Scholarship is awarded to a deserving student who attends Baldur School. The successful recipient must be entering a post-secondary institution to pursue nursing, education, or agriculture. Each student applying for the scholarship must also submit a short cursive essay describing the importance of, my favorite, punctuation and grammar. And I am pleased to present this. There's two recipients, Kennedy Everett and Jade Smith. And the RM of Argyle Health Award is presented to a student continuing his or her studies in the field of health. And I am pleased to present this to Peyton Johnson. Congratulations.
Finally, I would like to call up Mrs. Larissa Collins to present the last few awards.
The RM of Argyle Science Award is presented to the student continuing his or her studies with the highest academic achievement in Senior 4 science, so physics, chemistry, or biology. And this year's recipient is Megan Vermeesh. The Sandy Rigaud Scholarship is presented to a graduating student having good academic standing in his or her grade 12 class. The grade 12 graduate must be attending an accredited Canadian university or community college and be enrolled in a program focused on education, early childhood education, or have other child education development courses. Preference will be given to students who have demonstrated good moral character, community volunteerism, as well as participation in school clubs, sports, and activities. This year we have two recipients. First is Jade Smith and Kennedy Everett. Memorial Scholarship is presented to a graduating student living in the RM of Argyle who has demonstrated achievement worthy of acceptance at an accredited institution and has shown evidence of community volunteerism and participation in sports or clubs activities. This year's recipient is Peyton Johnson.
Lastly, I have the honor of got one more. I have the honor of presenting the Governor General's Academic Medal, which goes to the student with the highest average in their last 2 years of high school. Unfortunately, due to COVID, medals were not produced in time, so they will be sent, but for now I am happy to present the certificate to Jade Smith. Just put that away, because next on our program is the valedictory address. So I would like to call Jade Smith up, please. It's right here, there's the microphone. You can use my clip if you want. I just want to let go.
Welcome, family, staff, fellow graduates, and those maybe joining us from the live stream. I'm sure we can all agree that this is a very unique time, but that Grad 2020 will definitely be one for the books. And I'm honored to deliver the valedictorian address to you today, live and in person. One of the few pros to having a class of 6. When we left the doors of this school on March 18th, relieved to have a break, I never thought it would be one of my final days of high school. Beginning our second semester in February, with COVID-19 barely a threat to us, we looked forward to so many things to come, all of which would be our last. Our last trip to Mississippi, final bus ride to MTC, and our last time to let loose at our park day in Spruce Woods. We even missed our last opportunity to pretend we were helping out at the middle year's track event, only to skip class while eating freezies and sitting in the sun. Instead, this was all traded in for 3 months of learning at home, watching a lot of Netflix, and opting out of some Google Meets because attendance felt alarmingly less mandatory. Sorry. I can't explain the disappointment that I felt, realizing that I would never have the memories of all of these last times that every senior is promised. However, it reminded me of the lesson that you cannot control what happens to you in life, but you can control your reaction and your attitude towards it. I feel my time at home, isolated at home, made me appreciate the time I had with my classmates even more than before. Our resilience really showed through because even though every senior in this class, this province, country, and the world felt robbed of their senior year, we sucked it up, we opened our laptops, and we got to work. In these last 4 years, and especially the last few months at Baldur School, the knowledge we've gained will no doubt contribute to all of our success in the future. But I think one of the most important things we've been reminded of is that you should always cherish the journey and not just your final destination. Looking back, I wish I would have spent less time wishing my school years away and more time enjoying the small moments that brought me to where I am today. Sheldon, you taught us to always give more than you take, as I remember when you bought a candy cane gram for every single one of us just to brighten our day, but assured us not to feel bad that we hadn't returned the favor. I came to realize that you can say a lot with very, very, very few words, because although Sam was a man of very, very, very few words, those few words almost always had our entire class laughing or crying. We all learned from Megan, or maybe more so from Darian, that it is never too late to learn to make your own bed and do your own laundry, and that you will always have Mrs. Sawatsky to cheer you on when you made your own lunch that day. I think we can all agree that what we learned from you, Peyton, is that kindness and positivity can fix almost any situation. And I'm sure you learned this from Brenda, as she just recently reminded me that there's always a silver lining, even if we have to look through the rain to see it. And finally, Kennedy, your willingness to help out in any situation, whether it was student council, class, or even just stress, truly inspired me and assured me that the people I have learned and grown up with have instilled so many strong values within myself, and these are just some of the moments that I'll cherish from my journey. Not only have my classmates taught me so many lifelong values, but the teaching staff that we've been fortunate enough to learn, grow, and bond with was amazing. I wish I could talk about every single one, but here are a few so I don't keep you all day. Mrs. GM, even though you're not here, you always lent a helping hand anywhere you could, and we appreciate you letting us skip many, many grade 7 afternoon classes to play baseball because it was just too beautiful outside. Mrs. Hendrickson was the queen of organization and keeping us in line, and never failed to offer us a bowl of cereal when we walked into the school. Mrs. Sawatsky, you made your class a home base for myself and many others, as we always found ourselves back there in any of our spare time. And thank you for withholding your judgment when I said for the 50th time that no, I had not done the recommended textwork practice. Mrs. Johnston, your voice will always be in my head, reminding me not to be that person that can't distinguish between the different forms of there, and there. But I am more grateful for the warm smile and the good morning that you would hand out every day. You believed in every one of us and always encouraged us to do the best in everything that we do, even if we didn't believe in ourselves. Mrs. Collins, aka Mrs. Parker as we know her, and Miss Hutchinson's class were the best for having random off-topic conversations and not getting in trouble. And Mr. McLean, your room was always laid back and fun. I'm sorry for talking and whining through every single one of your gym class workouts. Bless the EAs for tolerating our very, very loud and very weird lunchtime conversations, and our bus drivers for dedicating so much of their extra time to our field trips and our events. And thank you, Mr. Moore, who we still remember and miss, for not only drilling the multiplication tables into our heads, but for teaching us to always strive to be kind, generous, and always good-looking. And finally, possibly one of my biggest thank yous is to Mr. Libro for constantly cleaning up our messes and for boosting my car not once, not twice, but 3 times this winter when my car just didn't want to cooperate. Without all of you, we wouldn't be the kind, intelligent, full of potential young adults that you see standing before you, and for that we are forever grateful. To our parents, siblings, and families, you have helped us grow into who we are today and sacrificed so much to do so. The countless times we asked you for rides to and from sports, asked you for money for school trips, or just asked for an ear to listen to our complaints about all the homework. You never turned us down. You have watched us walk into our first day of kindergarten, helped us get ready for our middle school dances, and now you're watching us as we close our high school chapter and open up our next one. Thank you for your endless support and for always being our #1 fans, and thank you to the communities of Baldur, Belmont, and Glenora for doing the same. Now, we are high school graduates, and I'm so proud of the strong, hardworking, and amazing group of classmates sitting next to me, and I can't wait to see where you all go in this world. We can celebrate today with socially distanced high fives, laughter and some tears, and with fingers crossed, we'll all all begin the next chapter of our lives in the fall, if phase 10 or 11 of the province reopening will allow it. Megan, you're going to dominate any basketball court that you step onto, and your drive for success will lead you to so many amazing things in the future, and I can't wait to watch you. Peyton, you'll always be Baldur's little track star as you take the East Coast by storm, and I have no doubt that your perseverance, your dedication, and your kind heart will bring you so much greatness. Kennedy, your amazing personality, your kind heart, and your strong work ethic are going to help you thrive in your degree, and me and you are going to be the coolest teachers that anyone will ever meet. Just give us about 5 or 6 years. And finally, Sam and Sheldon, you boys are going to walk into the workforce like you own the place because of your amazing strengths, your skills, and your strong work ethic. So many amazing things lie in our futures, and we thank you all for being a part of it. With that, I'd like to leave you with a quote from Michael Josephson. Take pride in how far you've come, have faith in how far you'll go, but don't forget to always enjoy your journey. Congratulations, fellow graduates, and thank you all. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Thank you so much, Jade. Well, folks, we did it. We found a new and creative way to have our graduation ceremony and share it with those near and far. Thanks so much to the staff and technicians that helped us get ready for today and for setting everything up and helping. Thanks to the parents for making these great humans and working with us to celebrate them today. And lastly, thanks to you. You have been a pleasure to work with, and we wish you the best as you move forward in this unprecedented time. Good luck, and we will miss you. A few housekeeping details, just real quick. Graduates, come and pick up your goodies at the end of the ceremony, including finding your cap, but don't take Miss Hutchison's baskets. The parade begins at 4:45. I think the plan is that the grads are going to walk around the lodge for the seniors, and then they will drive through town along the shared route. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the graduated class of 2020. Woo!
Hope when you take that jump, don't fear the fall. Hope when the water rises, you build a wall. Hope when the crowd screams out, you're screaming your name. Hope if everybody runs, you choose to stay. Hope that you fall in love and it hurts